Of the wild card teams, Cardinals, 49ers, Eagles, throw in Saints and Vikings if you want. I refuse to allow you to throw in Atlanta. Of those teams, which is the team you don't want to face?
I mean, it's got to be Arizona. I mean, that's assuming a lot, though. It's assuming that, you get Hopkins back. That's assuming that, Murray is 100% healthy and Connor was on the COVID list, and just, that they're 100% as much as they can be at this point. Because I just think Kyler Murray is such a difference maker with the way he plays. Now, I mean, the other thing is like, I don't know how Jimmy Garoppolo's thumb's going to get any better. Like, that's a big question mark now. And by the way, it makes all the sense in the world. Like, one of the picks when you watched this past week, the way it came out of his hand, it looked like that injury that they described, like it was a UCL. Like, I was looking at it going, man, it looked like his thumb like couldn't grip the ball the way he was holding it, the way it came out. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, okay, it makes sense. But that's the other team that I just think with Kyle Shanahan's experience and the way they can run the football, their defense is spotty at times, but I still think you give the edge to Arizona. Like, Murray's just a difference maker, and he scares you because he's got like that quick twitch, like just making guys lose their jockstrap everywhere.
The only issue is like having not seen them in the playoffs. Like, we don't know how Cliff and Kyler are going to act in the playoffs. Yeah, first time in the playoffs. It's a different beast.
They might get wild.
Yeah,
it might be like a night on South Beach with Cliff and Kyler.
Just go enormous and just go like, who cares? Let's go big.
Go
and
big.
Go big and then
live.
go home. Go big and go home. San Francisco is interesting. Jimmy G has a fracture or some sort of a thumb issue, a chip in his thumb.
It's a UCL, terral ligament.
Yep, and that means we're going to see Trey Lance on Sunday more than likely against the Texans. Not the worst place in the world. I mean, if I were being on, I would suggest that this is a fake injury designed to give Trey Lance a game against a really bad defense in the Texans. But the Texans did just beat the Chargers, so probably. I mean, I don't really think that.
I mean, are the Texans really that much of a pushover right now? They are playing
not at all.
Football.
They have 4 wins. But I do think that it's a better spot than most for Trey Lance to come in and try and run, because Kyle can cook up a playbook that features a lot of the Texans just don't have a lot of personnel, a lot of skill guys on defense. It would be difficult if Trey Lance runs that offense effectively for Houston to slow it down, I think. And that eats up a ton of clock.
I think what I'm trying to say is when you have like mismatches, especially up front, you have to scheme around that. I don't see any on Houston's defensive front that they have to worry about offensively for Trey Lance. So then that really allows Kyle Shanahan to say, we can run essentially whatever we want, because we're not worried about this guy being able to reach this guy on an out zone play or something off of that, right? Or even in protection, if he's isolated in a one-on-one, we're not worried about that. We're not concerned about that. So that's the advantage of when you don't have mismatches. You can just say, look, this is what we're going to put in, and we'll build all these little wrinkles and things off of it. And that's where he can be really, really effective and really special as a play caller and play designer.
Yep. The Eagles also a little scary just because they pound the football. It's sort of like the Patriots, I think, in the sense that it's kind of matchup. I mean, like you say, everything's matchup dependent, but the Eagles against the wrong team is a really bad matchup. Okay, very quickly.